Six. Six.
What's up, y'all? Quarter Six podcast. We're back at it.
Yeah.
Another week. There's a lot of stuff that's going on. So, we'll start with the NBA. So Portland, I think, is the most surprising team so far. They've gone 3-1 over the Thunder. Are the Thunder done? Do you guys think Thunder are done?
I think so, because Portland's just too powerful for them. And if you saw yesterday's game, Russ did like nothing in the fourth quarter. It was just Paul George carrying the Thunder, and
Yeah.
I don't think the Thunder.
That's
are
just one
strong
bad game for Russ. I think the Thunder are gonna. They might pull away or they might not pull away, but we'll see.
I just want to let the Trailblazers do play Tuesday at home against Thunder in an elimination game. Portland is a tough place to play. I think Dame and CJ are playing really well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, honestly, I think between them they're averaging like 51 points a game. And then when they're on fire, and then you got like Al Farouk, Aminu, and Seth Curry, and you got Myers Leonard coming off the bench, Cantor. Those guys really do help. In the East, I think it's been pretty sleepy so far. I know the Celtics swept the Pacers.
I think the Celtics have really figured it out as of the start of the playoffs, just like finally realizing who they are at the right time.
Yeah. Who else? Pistons are probably done.
Pistons are
They're just
so done.
They're just not. They just don't have the pieces for it.
Yeah, I just
Blake
didn't,
Griffin's not a franchise player.
yeah, I just didn't think Pistons were ready. Orlando showed me a lot, though. Even though they're
Yeah.
about to lose to the Raptors, they did show me a lot.
Yeah, but there's a lot of promise in Orlando.
Yeah.
I think the Clippers are done, and the Nets are done. But
Yeah,
the Nets might win more games.
Yeah.
I think Nets get one more game. I know the Sixers close out in 6, but do you guys think that like a healthy Joel Embiid can get past the Raptors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a healthy Embiid can pass the Raptors. I think an emotional Embiid cannot, as we've seen. But I think an emotionally set Embiid and a physically set Embiid can go past anybody.
The key to the Raptors-Sixers series for me would be like if Ben Simmons could score. Like if he could go for at least 15 and 10 a night, they'll be set. But if he's scoring like 3 points, 4 points, 7 points, and additional 11 assists, it's not helping them. I think Ben Simmons, he needs to stay aggressive for them to win.
Yeah, I think there are some games or like some parts of the game where he's just non-existent when you really need him to score. Like game 1, he was just non-existent. That's one of the reasons why they lost.
Yeah, and then another series out west I wanted to talk about was Houston and Utah. I think Houston's up 3-0 right now. And even though Houston's up 3-0, I'm really impressed with Donovan Mitchell and like what he's been able to do. I think he's been pretty mature, and he's leading them to, he's doing all he can.
Yeah, I don't think Utah doesn't have enough to
beat James Harden.
Yeah, all they have is Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. They need to, I think, this offseason do some.
Yet they did
changes.
limit James Harden to 22 points, and I think to come back and win the series, which is not going to be possible.
I think they win this next game, and then.
You got to stop Harden like you did, but you got to stop everyone else also.
Right. And then
more.
Denver and San Antonio. I think San Antonio's up. Is there up 2-1?
No, it's tied.
It's tied right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think, that's an interesting series. I still have San Antonio in 7, but even if whoever makes out that round, they're probably going to get bounced by Portland or OKC, whatever team comes out of there. So, yeah, I think Portland or OKC has a pretty clear path to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, I think that's a really good series of Denver and San Antonio, because you got a young team in the Denver Nuggets and then a well-coached San Antonio team. Greg Papa.
Yeah, Greg Popovich is insane.
You can never count out the Spurs ever.
Yeah.
And then White's going off also with the Spurs.
Yeah.
And the Spurs, don't underestimate them just because they don't have a star. It doesn't mean a lot.
Yeah, Popovich can turn anyone into a big player.
Yeah, and then do you guys think Houston could beat the Warriors in the second round? Do you think that's plausible?
I think it is possible. As a Warriors fan, I think it's possible. Like looking at reality, if the Warriors because they have problems like with taking care of the basketball. Like if they're turning over the ball, the Rockets will run all over them. But If the Warriors play clean basket, like without turning the ball over, then I think Warriors could probably take it in 7. But it's still gonna be a really good series next round.
I think if Bogut gets taken out, then they're going to win the series. But that's not likely to happen.
Right.
No matter what, it's gonna be a really good series.
I don't think it's likely to happen. I think it's going to be a good series, but it's not going to. The Warriors are going to pull out again.
Yeah, I think DeMarcus Cousins, even though they lost him, I don't think they lost much.
DeMarcus Cousins hasn't really done anything.
They're actually negative. They're in the negatives in terms of PER when he's on the floor. So, and they're in a positive when Bogut's on the floor. So I know it's not really that big of a deal. I guess now that they can't stretch the floor as much, but they still probably could. They're still probably gonna beat out Houston, in my opinion, probably in 7.
Yeah, and honestly, I think Andrew Bogut's a better player for the Warriors system than DeMarcus Cousins because he's played in the system, won a championship with the system, but he knows the system. And DeMarcus, he just got here, not sure of the type of offense they run, but Bogut, it's very underrated. Like his ball screens, his vision.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think it's really good.
Bogut's a huge piece in the Warriors system. If he's not there, of course they still have Bell and Looney, but I think Bogut's the perfect fit.
Yeah, and Bogut gets Steph, Clay open with his screens.
All right, we're gonna do something. There's free agencies coming up soon. Of course, let's just try to predict where each top player is gonna go. So let's start with Kyrie Irving. Where do you guys think he's gonna go?
I think it's probably be between Boston and New York. Obviously, New York has the money to pull him and KD in because after trading Kristaps, letting go of Courtney Lee and Tim Hardaway, they have the money to make New York relevant. But Kyrie did say earlier in the year that he wanted to come back to Boston, but these past few months have shown that he's kind of unhappy. So I think it's between those two teams.
I think he stays. I think he realistically, I don't see the Knicks. I think it's just them and the Knicks, and I don't see the Knicks really making much of a big offer for Kyrie. Well, they're of course gonna throw the max, but they can't surround him with anything else. Especially if
Unless they get KD.
Even if they get KD, I don't know if Kyrie would want to leave a situation like this. He's already put in 2 great years with this organization.
Because remember, they're also they're probably going to have Zion.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, where do you think Kyrie's gonna go?
He's gonna stay, especially with this playoff season. I think.
Oh yeah, they figured it out.
The playoffs, they're gonna go the Eastern Conference Championship. I think they're gonna lose it, but I think he's gonna stay because he knows that they have a chance to go next year.
Yeah. What about Kawhi Leonard? I say Kawhi goes to the Clippers. I think that the signs have pointed throughout the year. I know he bought a house in LA. It just seems like he wanted to be in LA, maybe not just for the Lakers, but I think the Clippers really could bring him in and they could really surround him with good talent.
I think he does go to the Clippers because that Clippers team, they have no stars and we're able to make the playoffs. Imagine when they add Kawhi, they're gonna immediately jump higher in the seeding. And Kawhi grew up in LA and he went to San Diego State, so he wants to be close to home and to his mom.
I have no clue where he's gonna go. I could see him fitting in with Jokic for the Denver Nuggets.
Denver Nuggets? I kind of like that.
What do you want to live in Denver though?
What about Klay Thompson?
Lakers.
I think he stays. He's already kind of said that he wants to stay and keep winning. But wouldn't be surprised if the Warriors don't offer him the max, then he will go to the Lakers.
I actually disagree about that. I think he's going to the Clippers. I think him and Kawhi with the Clippers. That's a scenario I think that plays out really well. I think Doc's gonna throw some big money at him, and I think he's gonna take it. But I definitely think he's out this year.
He's going. I think he's going to the Lakers.
The Lakers were his team growing up.
That's true.
The Warriors don't have enough room if they either want to get Durant, Clay, and who else is a free?
It's just those two.
DeMarcus.
DeMarcus is probably out, or he may want
DeMarcus.
Probably not.
After the injury this year, I don't think anyone's going to want DeMarcus.
I think the Warriors could take him back again on that minimum that he had last year, so he could have a full year because he'll be ready for the start of the season. He can have a full year to get that big contract after next year.
What about
AD?
AD's not a free agent, but I think he'll get traded this year. I'm looking down the list here. Let's see. There's a lot of good name guys like Julius Randle, Mirotic, but they'll end up on contenders, I think.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler. What about Jimmy Butler?
I think he stays.
I think he goes to the Nets. I think the
Brooklyn?
Nets. I think
he did
Brooklyn
request
Nets.
them.
I think the Brooklyn Nets are a big enough market for Jimmy Butler to succeed in, and he
hasn't done anything with Philly, honestly.
He put up like.
I don't think he's good being the third fiddle in Philly. You know what I mean? Like Simmons, Embiid.
I think the Nets
That's a
would be a
young
good fit.
team, and you put Jimmy on there.
Yeah.
That's not a good fit.
What about their other free agent, Tobias Harris? I think Harris stays.
Yeah, I think Harris stays.
I think Harris is the guy to stay. I think he likes it there. Kemba Walker.
I think he's
I think he
out.
goes to the Lakers.
Oh, that'd be.
I think he's out. I think he's out of there.
He's for sure out of Charlotte. He's put so many years in there, and he's already expressed concerns. But like, people are saying that if Kyrie doesn't go to the Knicks, then the Knicks could target Kemba Walker. But I think he can go to the
I
Lakers.
could see him going to the Lakers.
Yeah.
LeBron.
Yeah,
That'd be
LeBron.
perfect fit for LeBron.
Yeah, I think LeBron would.
Because LeBron needs a
do a
point
great
guard.
job.
He doesn't have a point guard right now.
Because Lonzo's injured.
D'Angelo Russell's restricted free agent, but I fully expect Brooklyn to re-sign him.
They're gonna match it. They're gonna let him
they're gonna
sign
match
with any team he
anything.
wants, and they're gonna match it because he's proven that he's their guy for the future.
Brook Lopez is up there. Chris Middleton, two guys from the Bucks. I think they both stay.
Yeah.
I think
They
they both
stay.
lock up. Both those guys.
Boban, Mirt.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of other guys, and Rozier is a guy that's interesting. I think Rozier. I think he leaves.
Yeah, he
I
wants
think
to
if they're gonna
start.
throw the max at Kyrie, then Rozier definitely is leaving.
Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade has
Dwayne
agreed to a deal with his house.
Yeah.
Lithuania.
Yeah, and then you got a bunch of guys like Malcolm Brogdon. I think they have to match any offer for him.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
he's been a 40. What was he like? He's 40, 50, 90.
Yeah, and he's rookie of the year 2 years
Yeah,
ago.
so yeah, he's probably there. He's probably gonna stay. And then like Marcus Gasol, that's another big name. He probably stays.
Yeah, and like trade rumors, Anthony Davis. Where do you think Anthony Davis will go?
The Celtics.
I think the Celtics
I
too.
think
Like
Celtics.
the Celtics, the reason
I think
they couldn't get him because after that whatever like there's like some rule.
Oh
you can
yeah,
get him.
yeah. But now they can.
Yeah, now they can, and they have pieces to give.
But would you really trade Jason Tatum?
I
He's
mean,
been shown.
I think I would keep Tatum, but knowing what Boston does is they can get a really good player. They'll give up a player who's giving
Yeah,
up.
but you need a rookie to grow around, and Jason Tatum is that guy.
Yeah.
And if you trade him, and then it's just a bunch of old guys figuring it out on the floor.
Yeah, because teams want Jason Tatum, but I think the Celtics would be more willing to give up like Jaylen Brown
Yeah.
or Gordon Hayward.
I think Tatum's ceiling's super high. I think he could be, anywhere from in the range of like Carmelo Anthony would be his floor, and then the ceiling could be Kobe Bryant. I think he's a dynamic scorer.
And every summer he's been training with Kobe, so that's gonna be special.
Yeah. All right. The NFL draft is of course this Friday, and this Thursday, and we're just gonna predict even pre-draft every team's record. So Kevin, do you want to start?
Okay. For me, so we'll start off with the AFC. Got the Patriots going 13-3. Every year people are saying, "Oh, they're done," but you can never count them out. As long as Tom Brady's there, they're just gonna keep making it to the Super Bowl. And then I have Miami. Probably gonna be wrong, but I have them going 6-10, but they'll probably do worse.
Yeah.
And Buffalo, I'm going 5-11. And they're gonna tie with the Jets at 5-11 because they're gonna split when they play each other.
I see that.
And then in the AFC North, I have the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers tying for second at 11-5, and the Browns will go 12-4, and the Bengals will go 5-11. And then I got Houston going 10-6, and the Colts going 6-10.
Okay.
And then Tennessee, Yachten, 9-7. Jacksonville goes 7-9, and in the AFC West, I got Kansas City going 12-4, Denver going 8-8, the Chargers going 11-5, and the Raiders. Although they got Antonio Brown, I still have them going 7-9 because they're not ready yet.
Yeah.
Maybe next year.
Yeah.
And the NFC, I got Dallas going 10-6, and the Giants I think will be the worst team in the league, going 1-15. The Philadelphia Eagles will go 11-5. The Redskins will go 5-11, and then I got the Chicago Bears going 10-6. The Detroit Lions going 8-8. The Green Bay Packers going 9-7. The Minnesota Vikings going 8-8, and the Atlanta Falcons going 9-7. And then I got Carolina going 6-10. The Saints will go 13-3 in the NFC, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 5-11. They kind of suck.
Yeah.
Jameis Winston sucks. And the Cardinals, if they get Kyler Murray, will go 3-13.
Okay.
The Rams will go 12-4. The 49ers will go 5-11, and the Seahawks will go 9-7.
I think you're pretty on point with that. I don't know if the Giants will be the worst team in the NFL.
They're a
I don't know
mess.
about that.
I think You got the Colts, you know.
Well, look.
Oh, wait,
hear my
let's hear what
my
Dan has to say.
Let's just hear my. Okay, let's start with the NFC. I got Cowboys. They went 10-6 last year. I have them going 8-8 this year. Eagles, I have them going 11-5. Redskins, I have going 7-9, and Giants, I have going 3-13. The Bears, still my favorite team coming out of that division. I have them going 13-3. I got Packers going 10-6. I have the Vikings taking a major step back and going 8-8, and then the Lions going 2-14.
The Lions?
The Lions are gonna suck this year.
They are gonna
I think they're gonna be terrible. They have a nice acquisition, but I think they're still gonna be terrible. Saints, I think they're gonna be the second best team in the NFL next year. I have them going 12-4. Falcons going 8-8. Panthers going 8-8, and I have the Buccaneers going a terrible 4-12. NFC West, I have the Rams still going to be atop that division. I think they're going to take a step back again, but I think they're still the top of that division. So 11-5. Seahawks go 10-6. 49ers, they improved, but I don't think they're going to still be. They're still going to be rebuilding. So I got them going 7-9. The Cardinals, even with Kyler, they're still going to go 4-12 in my opinion. All right, AFC East, I have the Patriots having the best record at 13-3. I got the Dolphins going. I have them having the worst record. I have them going 1-15. I have the Bills going 5-11.
Cassius Stanley.
Huh?
I was just reading your Bleacher Report.
Oh.
Cassius Stanley committed.
Duke got Cassius Stanley.
Oh wow!
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Cassius Stanley's committed to Duke.
That's crazy.
Congrats, man.
Congrats, Cassius. All right, and then the Jets, I have them going 5-11. That is commitment.
Yeah.
I can cut this out. Let me see this.
Duke hopped in like last week. It's pretty good.
All right, Cassius.
Is he raw?
Yeah, he's raw.
All right, so the AFC South, I got Texans going 11-5, Titans going 8-8, Jaguars going 5-11. I have the Colts going 4-12. And then the AFC West, I think is the most competitive division in the NFL, and I have Chiefs having the best record at 12-4. I have Chargers going 10-6, and I have the Broncos going 3-13, and I have the Raiders going 9-7.
There's no way.
What?
Who do the Texans have? Tell me who the Titans have. Tell me who the Jaguars have that are going to be able to beat the Colts.
Okay, why don't you give me your predictions, and then we'll talk about it.
Okay, I'm not going to have predictions. I'm just going to say who's going to come out top in each section. Okay, NFC North, I'm going to have the Bears coming out. Bears look really strong with that defense and offense. Mr. Trubisky looks very demanding. And then right below them, it's not looking too good, but I'm going to have the Vikings follow them after. In the South, it's very demanding. The Saints. And then I'm going to have the Panthers following them. The Falcons don't look too good this year. NFC West, I'm going to have the Rams barely making it. Probably going 10-6. And then I'm going to have the Seahawks right behind them. And then the Niners. So basically what last year's standings was like. In the NFC East, I have... See, this one's hard right here. But I'm going to have the Cowboys coming out of it. They're a very strong front runner. And then I'm going to have the New York Giants right behind them. I think they're looking very good.
What?
I'm just joking.
Okay.
AFC South, the Colts are on top. Very demanding defense. Strongest O-line in the league. You have T.Y. Hilton on the side.
You guys have like
getting
one
a
of
new
the
running back.
in the NFL.
We just have no, we don't.
Pull it up.
Pull it up.
Okay.
Pull it up. Jesus.
Go.
What are you, dude? The Raiders aren't even good this year, so we don't have to worry about them. We played Jacksonville twice, Titans twice. They're not even good, so that's 4 wins for us. Texans will be 1 win, so that's 5 wins. So we got the Raiders. We're going to beat the Chiefs because they don't have a defense, so that's 7 wins. I'm putting it right there. Who else do we play?
Okay, here.
Tell me who we play.
I'm just going to go by every single team.
Oh, keep going. The Chargers ain't got nobody. That's another win. That's 8 wins. Okay, the Falcons, that's an easy dub. So we're at 9 right now. Keep going. Broncos are another easy dub. Steelers are going to be easy away.
Oh, easy.
So but yeah, we're going undefeated. We're a likely
I knew you would say that.
Okay. Let's just. I think you're gonna lose the Chargers. So that's 1 loss. You guys are gonna lose the Titans. I think you split with Titans. That's 1 loss. You have against the Falcons. That's a loss.
No
Raiders,
way.
That's a loss.
Oh my
Chiefs,
goodness.
it's a loss.
Oh my goodness. You don't know
Texans, that's a
NFL. You
loss.
just know basketball. Put that phone away,
I
young
think
man.
you guys beat the Broncos.
Okay.
Lost the Steelers. Lost the Jaguars.
Let's split with the Jaguars.
Okay.
Lost to the Texans. I think you guys have at least-
Jaguars have that
least
that
8
D.
losses.
Jaguars have that D, and now they have Nick Foles at QB.
No.
That's all they were missing last year. This past few years was a QB.
Yeah.
No. AFC West. Chargers are going to come out on top. Chiefs don't have a defense this year, and I think Chiefs are going to fall back to third in the AFC West. I think the Raiders are going to really pursue that second position. AFC East, I think. I don't know. I think the Jets are looking really good this year. They have the third pick. They're going to get Quinnen Williams from defensive tackle out of Alabama. I think they're going to look good this year. They're going to go second right behind the Patriots. And the story will tell you that. AFC North, it doesn't matter who the Browns got. I still have the Ravens coming out on top. I think they're going to look really strong just like last year. I'm going to have...
You said last week you said the Browns going to the Super Bowl.
I have the Browns... I know. I have the Browns making the playoffs and beating the Ravens in the playoffs.
Okay.
But I don't have them number one. Okay, and that's mine.
All right. Yeah, I think everything you said was okay. I mean, I just don't think the Colts have a realistic shot.
That's okay. That's what you think.
I mean, if you think about it, like, the Colts have one of the toughest schedules, and on top of that, like, you guys didn't spend any money. Like,
Don't need to.
Could have got Bell.
I mean, you guys could have went after Bell or
Don't
Brown
need to.
or
Well, how was Bell?
somebody, Earl Thomas. Or,
Bell's gonna do
Hey,
great.
we're fine. We're honestly fine. As long as T.Y. is healthy, we're good.
all right, so
And then we have Eric Ebron.
Come on to the draft. Is there anybody that stands out to you that you guys think is going to be a future All-Pro, a future generational type talent in this draft? Because I don't.
Not at all.
This draft's kind of.
I think the draft is pretty I think Kyler, he's going to be solid. He'll be Russell Wilson light. But I don't see anybody that comes out of this draft. I'm like, wow, that guy's going to be insane.
Next year's gonna be a good draft. Tua.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then Jake Fromm.
I think
Jake Fromm, my man out of Georgia.
I don't see any quarterbacks in this draft. Like they're not. I don't think any of them are pretty good. I think this is one of the worst classes for QBs.
Yes.
I think Haskins gonna be a bust. I think Locke's gonna bust. I think Daniel Jones is a bust. They're all bust.
I don't think Haskins is a bust. When he came out as a true freshman onto that field against Michigan and blew him up, I think that's what he's going to do. Then I think he's going to be a bust. But I think for his first few games in his first year, I think he's going to do tremendous.
A lot of people say he's Donovan McNabb. He's not Donovan.
Donovan McNabb.
I think he's going to win Rookie of the Year first year.
He's more Jameis Winston.
I don't think he's going to be good after.
He's Jameis
He's going to be
Winston.
He's going to be an RG3.
RG3 or Jameis Winston, like the guy who just can throw, but like he's not accurate, but he has an arm. Like he's just
His 40 was like a 5-something.
athletic. He's
Yeah,
Jameis
this draft's
Winston.
kind of similar to the draft where Mariota and Jameis were in.
Yeah, and Daniel Jones he's ass. Please, and the Giants picked him up at 6. They're crazy. Drew Lock's ass. Murray would be like, that's it. It'd just be Murray. This week's retro topic is going to be what was the best year in sports.
Okay.
And mine is 2016. I'll tell you why. It was basically the year first. You had the Cavs winning their first NBA championship, beating the Warriors, coming back from down 3-1. I think that was an amazing series. You had Peyton Manning. He was, banged up. He wasn't himself, but the defense of that team, they beat the Panthers. The Panthers were 15-1 that year.
That was such a good.
That was a great Super Bowl.
Especially the first opening minute.
Yeah.
By Cam Newton.
And then in baseball, you had the Cubs winning it, coming back 3-1 against the Indians.
That's not a good year.
Dude, that was insane. That was one of my favorite. I would watch that World Series from
The only reason I
game
like
1
that
to game
was because
7.
they beat the Giants. I don't like that because they won the World Series. The only reason is because they beat the Giants.
It was their first World Series in over 100 years.
One. Yes, and
And Chris Bryant made a name for himself. Anthony Rizzo. Come on now. Addison Russell.
And now they're also Addison Russell, the rapist.
I'm just saying, dude. There were some
sleepers
guys on
now.
that team. There were some guys on that
No
team,
guys.
and And that summer, you had the Olympics. They were the USA basketball team wasn't the most talented team in the world, but
They still won.
they won it, and it was amazing. They had basically a bunch of all-stars that weren't superstars, except for Kevin Durant, and they won it. So I think 2016 was pretty good.
I have a few years. I agree with you on 2016.
Okay,
Obviously,
cool.
the 3-1.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. But the Chicago Cubs, like, not having had one in how many years?
103 or 104 years.
Yeah, 104 or something years. To win the way they did.
Yeah. There you go.
And Peyton Manning in his final year.
That was amazing. That was my favorite.
Love Peyton.
And then another year, 1996.
Oh, okay. So
You got the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah.
You had the Dallas Cowboys win the Super Bowl, I think, that year.
Yeah. Was it Florida Marlins won it that year too, right? And they
No, 96. No, 96. That was the year Derek Jeter's rookie year winning the World Series.
Okay. Yeah.
The Stankies.
That was a pretty good year. I like that year. What about you, Kev?
Okay, my year is 2006. First of all, we had the FIFA World Cup, which Italy won, which I don't really care about soccer or Italy, but I have Italian blood. Wimbledon was won by Roger Federer. I love Roger Federer. The British Open
But Ov's dad loves Roger
was
Federer.
won by Tiger Woods.
Wow. Okay.
I love Tiger Woods.
So do I.
And don't forget, the Cardinals won the World Series, okay? And I just want to say Adam Wainwright struck out that Mets player. Juicy curveball to end it. Loved it. Okay, and also the Colts, they won the Super Bowl. And that's why I think...
They won the Super Bowl against this quarterback. Just remember that. Do you even know who this is? It's Rex Grossman.
I don't really care. There was also a lot of sports. It said Kobe Bryant.
Oh, that's the year when he scored 81, right?
Yes,
2006, right? Yep. That was a good year. I like 2006.
Love another year.
Also, 2016, that summer, Kevin Durant went to the Warriors, which was huge news. So that was one of the biggest transactions.
Also, another big year was 2010 when Kobe went back-to-back finals, got his 5th ring, and then the Olympics, the final Olympic team with Kobe and LeBron together.
That was also the team. Wasn't that? I'm trying to think for baseball. No, not baseball. Football. That was New Orleans won it that year, did they? Or was it
2009?
Green Bay? No.
2010.
2000 Green Bay. It was Green Bay over.
Green Bay won.
Yeah,
Green Bay
over
won the Super
Pittsburgh.
Bowl, and that final Olympics between Kobe. That team was raw. They had Kobe, LeBron, KD,
Oh my
Right.
goodness.
That was amazing,
Nobody
too.
was going to stop him.
and they just destroyed everyone. Like they scored like over 100 points, and like the other team only got like 40.
The year that the Marlins won the World Series.
2003.
But there was one in the 90s too. But that there were.
Melky Cabrera.
Yeah. That
Miguel.
was a very good
He
year
was
for
raw.
sports too. They weren't even supposed to win that year.
First
It was
year.
insane.
No.
That was
That's why
a
they
good
were.
year.
That's why it was so crazy because
Yeah.
when he was supposed to win.
Yeah, that's amazing. All right, guys, it's time for our hot takes. What do you guys?
Okay, my hot take is the Oklahoma City Thunder will not make it to the finals as long as Russell Westbrook's on the team.
I totally agree with you.
What?
I totally
Yes.
agree with you.
What?
Russell Westbrook is a ball hog, and
Yeah.
he only chases stats. He doesn't care about winning. All he does, have you seen he boxed out Steven Adams so he can get a rebound for a triple-double? And whenever he goes off for those big record nights, they lose.
I agree. I think Russell Westbrook is this generation's Allen Iverson. He's so good, but he's just never gonna win because the guy just so caught up in with what he wants to do with his triple doubles. He's a stat stuffer, and stat stuffers don't win NBA.
It shows he boxes out his own teammates.
So Vlad Guerrero Jr. makes his appearance on Tuesday.
Oh, he does?
In
Yes.
San Francisco.
Okay.
And I think he's going to hit a home run in this first series.
Yeah,
Okay.
I see that.
He's better than his dad.
I think.
I don't think he's. I don't know.
Yeah, better. I saw the number. I saw the numbers.
His dad is so much better with getting hits with the ball outside of the plate area, but I think they're both just such good players.
Yeah.
I think Vlad Guerrero has a bright future. I don't know why they didn't just bring him up earlier. I thought he was ready last year, but I'm happy that he gets his opportunity here. My hot take. I have it on my phone. Yeah. All right, keep talking about this stuff.
Okay. I have another hot take.
Go ahead.
So Mr. Meyer was a recent subscriber of Quarter Six Podcast.
Yeah, Mr. Meyer.
And he wanted some more softball. So here's some more softball. I think honestly that
His daughter plays softball.
UCLA is going to win it all, and here's why. They have the pitching, and they have the hitting. Nobody else. Oklahoma still has that one girl that's a flamethrower, but the hitting's not there. They lost those two twins, and I don't think they're going to be good. But I still think that UCLA is going to be the top candidate for the championship.
I have nothing to disagree with you on that one. But my hot take's baseball related. So my hot take is that Billy Beane, the owner of the Oakland A's, will never win a championship. He will never win. Like in his GMing career, he'll never win a championship.
Because he trades everyone away.
Here's why. The analytics that he uses and the whole Moneyball theory, it works to a point where I think it can get you to the playoffs, which he's shown. Year after year, he's been getting to the playoffs. But when it comes down to game 3s or game 2s, when it's elimination, you can't just rely on a piece of paper that says, well, if you start him, he's going to get into this run, and then this run's going to translate. Well, but they never got out the first round.
21 games. And then it failed.
Yeah, it fails in the playoffs because the reason why the Yankees are so good, why the Cardinals are good, why the Red Sox are good is because they can find players who in the moment could hit, they can pitch, they have ice cold in their veins.
The money.
They're true, but they
know who to draft too.
They know who to draft. Their farm systems are always, pretty solid. With the A's, I feel like they're okay letting go of guys, that are good. But they don't. There's something tagged along with them that they don't like, and they always are going through this analytic craze. I don't think that works when it comes to the postseason. I think the regular season it can get you by, but when it comes to the postseason, it's all about what you got in here. So. All right.
Shout out time.
Yeah, shout out time.
I want to shout out Mr. Meyer.
Yeah.
I want to shout him out. If we're gonna watch this in class, then I want to shout out Malini Tia and Team PDM.
I want to shout out, you guys are probably wondering, Tim's not here, but I want to shout out Tim Lynn. We miss you, buddy. We miss you. Anyone you want to shout out?
I want to shout out Nate Bassinger. He'll be on the show next week.
He'll be on the show.
You're going to love him. You're going to love him.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Football guy.
Well, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, comment, like.
Quarter 6.